Hey everyone, welcome to Bonquisitive Take. So, if you remember, I have actually built this small game, and this is basically a Flappy Bird variant. Okay, and this is something that I have built using Antigravity with Gemini 3.5 Flash. Today, we are gonna see if we can improve this game or not using Antigravity itself. Okay, so for those of you who have has not seen this game, so this is a Flappy World variant. I just changed the name a little bit, Flux Wing, and I have changed a couple of stuff, so it's not just a clone. But I have there's a moving gate that I have added. There's a small design change that I have done. The moving gates basically slides vertically up and down, and then you have these gravity gates, the green gravity gates where it flips the gravity, right? So instead of going down, your engine starts going up, and you have to press the space bar, or you have to press tap into your mobile. If you're playing it from mobile, you have to tap there for that. Okay, so just to let you show how this game goes, so this is our small engine. Every time you just press space bar, or if you're playing from mobile, you can just do a normal thing, and as you can see, the gravity is, yeah. So the gravity basically reversed whenever you pass the green gate, and until you pass another green gate, it would remain reversed. Okay. So as you can see, if once you are out, you get some small metrics, and then there's a tip. Release taps to descend in normal gravity. What's your height to avoid crashing into the floor? Yeah, usually based on the type of way you are getting out, you get a tip. Okay, and this is basically, by the way, it's also like I have put it into each for anyone who is interested to play. But yeah, our intention today is to see how we can actually make this game. So this is where I worked on that. So this is an anti-gravity editor version. So anti-gravity now has this agent part and the editor part, and we will be keep using Gemini 3.5 Flash medium. Okay, or you can use high as well. Anyway, let's try. So our goal today is to change the game, but probably in a better way. To start with, let me give it some prompt. So what we can do, I had couple of options. One was maybe we can add some portal gates. Okay, so I'm just thinking, like, instead of just passing through the gaps, it, this engine might fly through a glowing pipe or something like that, from the bottom, and instantly shoots out of the pipe from the top of the screen, like a portal. Okay, so let me see whether we can do something about it or not, and I'll try it first time. Okay, so I do not know whether it would work or not. It's just to see whether anti-gravity and so anti-gravity is the harness. The model itself is Gemini 3.5 Flash. Whether it's good enough for such small changes into this sort of game or not. Okay, so let me try to write it down. I was thinking to change the game a little bit. Interesting. Okay. Uh, how about instead of just passing through a gap, our engine flies into a glowing pipe on the bottom of the screen and instantly shoots out of the pipe at the top of the screen like a Can it be done? And what I also think we probably need to preserve the engine's vertical momentum through the teleportation. Okay, I think that would be the best thing. Let's see whether it understands my request. So just so that you understand what I'm trying to do, let me open Skelly Draw. Yeah. So, what I was thinking is, say, if we have a portal and our engine goes there, and there's another portal from which it releases, right? So right now it's just a normal kind of scrolling, right? It's horizontal scrolling. The engine is going horizontally, and we are just using space bar for just jumping out. But can we do like this kind of a portal? Okay, that's what I was thinking. Let's see whether it can do it or not. It will explore the index file as it is right now. Uh, yeah, so it went through it and it's working. So it analyzing the CSS modification. Okay, I'm diving into CSS. You can so it has successfully implemented the portal templation mechanic inside full integration details. Okay, what did it change? By the way, teleportation loop. If you fly into the bottom pipe opening, which is a pink portal, you shoot out of the top pipe blue portal, moving downward and vice versa. Vertical momentum preservation. As I asked, your exact vertical velocity is conserved during the teleportation, meaning you maintain all speed and thrust through the wormhole. Okay, that is good. Hazardous laser gap. The gap between the pipe is now blocked by an animated glowing red laser grid. Okay, this is something. The gap between the pipes is now blocked. Okay, touching the laser result in an instant crash. Okay, the gap is blocked, so you have to go through that portal loop. Visual indicators added portal rings, ellipses, instruction legend, and death tip. Added a red icon legend at the start screen, custom tip to the game developer. Okay. Note, portal obstacles start spawning at square 12 and became more frequent at score 25 plus. Uh, this is something that might be too much, score 12. So I won't even have it until I go up to 12. Okay. Let's see. Do we where's our screen? Okay, let me refresh it. Yeah, so it has already this portal get red, fly into pipes to teleport. Okay, let's see. First, we have to reach up to 12. If we do not reach up to 12, we won't even be able to see it. So my score is just 4. Oh shit. Let's I need to test it first, okay? Uh let's decrease the threshold score so that it appears much earlier as well. The more we proceed, the frequency should increase, but let's start it from score 5. I think that's a reasonable ask, right? So I'll keep this part where it becomes more frequent the more you are basically progressing. That's for sure. But at the same time, coming after 12, that might be slightly like okay, yeah. There's a small thing. Okay, yeah, a small change. It we are score 5, players can experience this score mechanic in the first phase of the game. So score 5 to 11, 15% spawn probability. So usually that's a good way of doing obstacles or creating obstacles, but also still keep some things to the chance. So I like this way of building this game where it has a probability, right? So the probability means it's not like every time you score 5 then it starts coming in, but there is some randomness to it, some stochasticity. That's what makes it a little bit more unpredictable, because if we know like, okay, just after score 5 it will come, that's not good. Let's refresh this and let's try to now cross 5. It may not happen at my first try. I am not that good, but yeah, usually I become good. Okay, here it is. Oh, I have to red laser grids block the gap. You must fly into the bottom. Okay, sorry, my bad. So when we are going, we should be going through the pipe, if I understand it correctly. Let me. So I was expecting our portal would be like more of a like a hole. So this gravity shift is something, man. Ah, I just had to go to there, go through there to kind of have the gravity reversed again and be normal. I hope you got the irony of anti-gravity in anti-gravity. So we are developing in anti-gravity. Oh, I it was so small of a pipe, I missed it again. Anyway, I'll probably do a fast forward, or I don't know whether you like seeing me fail in this game. I just want to very quickly test our feature. Okay, if not, we can actually make it easier. Okay, I'm bad at this. If we fail another time before testing, I'll create another feature just to make it a little bit easier for me as well. Because for players like me, it might be a little bit difficult now. Oh, ah, it's so small. How can I go through it? It's so small. Let me do something. Let me do something about it. What we can do? Okay. So seems like this can be a little bit difficult for people. Like right now, it's it's actually becoming much more difficult. This has made the game very difficult. I can't even properly test this feature. So let's create another feature into the game. So what do we do now? What I'm thinking right now, it's a one kind of a one tap game, right? So one button game. What we can do is, let's upgrade this from a one button game to a two button game where the player also holds another button, like say shift, like shift to slow the time down by a certain percentage speed. So basically what I'm trying to say is basically slow the game for people like me. Uh, like just for an example, it could be 10 or 15% speed for limited time. So if we just do it for as much as possible, so then it doesn't make a lot of sense. We can also actually, what we can do for a limited time, we can probably introduce a cooldown UI bar which shows when can we use the time dilation again. Okay, so I think uh so you understand what I'm trying to do, right? It's almost like in racing games you have this nitro, right? So you shift nitro, you do like a, in that case it basically accelerate your car for a certain amount of time, but then it finishes up, right? So there's a nitro tank as well. So and so you need to wait or collect collect nitros to kind of fill that tank up again so that you can use it. I'm thinking something similar. Let's see whether it understand what I'm trying to do. Okay. Uh, up until now, although I would say like most of these changes are not too difficult. Okay. But yeah, so anti-gravity is handling it well. The Gemini 3.5 Flash is handling them well. I've implemented the chrono dilation, slow motion or bullet time mechanic inside this. Okay. Chrono dilation highlights, control bindings, desktop. Hold the shift key, hold the new floating button in the bottom. So for mobile, there would be a new button in the bottom left corner of the screen. Speed scaling slows time down by 15%. Smoothly shifting the ship velocity, scrolling obstacles and background animations into slow motion. Okay. Added a sleek horizontal energy bar in the bottom right corner, drains fully in 2.4 seconds when held, recharges back to full in 5.5 seconds. Okay. Now we need to see. Okay, this might be better for people like me. Yeah, so it already have this whole shift. So I need to hold shift again. Let's see. Yeah, it's there. But does it make it? I don't see. Have you noticed I press it? So now I have pressed it. Does it make it faster? It's very. It is making it fast and slow, but 15% is not like very noticeable, by the way. If you mean, so this is now me not using it, so it's at a normal speed, and then I have pressed it now. You can see it has slowed down a little bit, but oh, red laser grid blocks the gap. I'm not sure from where I have to go, by the way. So, did we have this workflow? Let me see. Walkthrough.md. This emerge instead of standard gaps, red portal gates completely alter the core loop. Okay, what it does, the middle gap is blocked by a high frequency red laser grid. Touching this laser will result in immediate glider destruction. We are being destroyed. Yeah. The portal, the top and bottom pipes act as linked wormholes. Okay, bottom mouth, which is pink, fly into the upward facing pink mouth to instantly teleport. But this is very difficult, right? Top mouth, fly into the downward facing. Uh, this is not how I was imagining it. I was thinking solid blue fill, laser grid animated dash lines that slides vertically to convey danger. It a vibrant versus and pink verticals. No, but the thing is, I am not sure how I would actually cross this obstacle portal. So two things. Crossing the portal even possible? How does one go to the facing pink mouth? Should make the teleportation a little bit different. Okay, if it's difficult, but it needs to be at least possible somehow. Also, let's make the chrono dilation little bit more noticeable by making it right now it's around 15%, right? Let's make it 30% dilated when pressed. Let's So also the other thing that I think is happening is just available for 2.4 seconds. So let's also change the draining time. So time, let's make it 3 seconds, and the recharge as 6 seconds. So we should actually keep it like you can obviously make it way more easier just having it not drained at all or something like that. But that is like if a game is not a little bit difficult, it kind of beats the purpose, right? So let's try to do this. I actually have another idea. We can do something like a lights out. Have you played Pokemon by the way? Pokemon Fire Red or Pokemon. So these GBA versions. I used to play that. I loved it. There in the map there was something called Rock Tunnel, where you have like a very coned vision. So you can only see just around yourself and nothing else until and unless you get flash, which is basically a move learned by a Pokemon. You can't even see around you. I was thinking something like that and whether that can be implemented or not. Let's see. Okay, side entry teleportation. They have make it hitting the side walls no longer triggers a collision crash. If you fly horizontally into either of the top or bottom pipe, you will immediately teleport and emerge safely on the right side of the exit pipe. The laser grid on the center remains a hazard. Okay, but then is it even a teleportation? What I was thinking, like, okay, you get from somewhere in the pipe and you get somewhere out of the pipe, completely different place, something like that. Let's check once more. Let's check once more. Uh, if not, we will keep it as it is for now. And also, let's have this time. Oh, this time dilation. Yeah, it's way more noticeable. So 30% is what I think it's a good thing. Pressing it now. Oh, even there, I tried into the bottom. You must fly into the bottom or top pipe openings. I'm still not getting it, man. I don't know. It makes it impossible to kind of go through those gates. Okay, two buttons. I'm trying to play it with one hand, and that is making it a little bit difficult. Last try before we try that flash cone kind of a thing. Okay, because that's something that I want to see. Those moving gates. Those are very difficult, these moving gates. Anyway, it's good. It's good till now. I think we have to see. Side entry teleportation might not be the best way of things, but we will see. Okay, last thing that we try before we finish this video, and I'm getting actually so much fun. I love this kind of small game building, small game development. I am not a game developer. I am a data scientist, but and I do not have, like, I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, but I'm not that confident that I can build a game out of it. Okay, so it actually makes like using this kind of harness. By the way, Hermes agent can do it as well if you are using open code or codecs. All of these can actually work for you. So I am doing it in anti-gravity to also see what anti-gravity can do, and what Gemini 3.5 model is all about. But you can do it. You can try it with other models as well. Obviously, the harness matters. By the way, the kind of harness would actually help you to build something, test out things, those kind of a thing. But anyway, this is just a tasting, but I love this, so that's why time flies. Okay, let's try something. I am also thinking of uh lights out, or what, flashlight kind of a mode. Flashlight mode. I fly through one of the, let's say, dark gate, and the entire game environment uh, goes pitch black. The only visibility, okay, I write black, wrong, black. The only part visible is say 2D, oh no, 2D lighting mask, or a small flashlight cone being directly from the engine itself. Okay, itself pointing forward. Also, make the game considerably slow during this pitch black phase. We also need a certain times, right? It can't be like just going on and on and on. It has to be uh something like, okay, during the pitch black phase, like 50 or 60%. I think 50 or 60% of the original speed. This pitch black phase stays on for, say, 9 to 10 seconds. I think it understands what I'm trying to do again. Up until now, it has. Only I'm not entirely sure about the teleportation gates, but yeah. So the teleportation gate is still something that I am not completely sure whether it completely understands or not. Okay, so it's trying to go through it. Let's see. Up until then, so for most of these things are pretty good. I'll also, by the way, if you do not know, just to let you know, so there's bonquisitive.each.io. So again, each.io is a good platform for new games. You can try other games as well. I have put two games. So this split focus is, I won't tell it as a game. So it's a game, but it's more of a to test out. So I also had a background in cognitive neuroscience, so have uh, designed such tests for actually measuring behavioral performance. So we call it psychophysics, where there's a test that you do, and it we also measure a lot of things like reaction times and other stuff, and we try to do mathematical models out of it to kind of interpret certain things about your brain. Okay, so split focus is kind of a that where it's a dual lens survival game that tracks how your brain splits your attention. So you have to attend to two things at random. It's very simple, but it tries to basically go toward more towards the research side of things. You can also export your data after you play for a long time. Anyway, this is the Flux Swing where you can actually go there and run the game in the browser and play it there directly. Okay, so yeah, you can directly play it from here. You can see bonquisreviews.io Flux Swing, and you can, by the way, play it from mobile as well. Right now there's no app that's built like an Android or iOS app, but yeah, so this each.io, it works in mobile as well, so you can play there. But yeah, obviously this is not the updated one. Right now whatever I'm building, it's, as you can see, it's live, whatever we are building. Okay, anyway, it has finished. So I have integrated the lights out of flashlight mode. Dark gate, it's purple, rendered as a glowing purple gate. Okay. For around 9.5 seconds. 2D flashlight mask, ambient glow. Okay, okay. Dark speed scaling, slow mo, HUD alert, and diagnostic tip added a toast notification and activation a purple icon. Okay. At score 12. Why does it have a fascination with score 12? I don't know. I don't know why it always goes to this 12 score. Let's see whether we can even go up to 12. 12 is a big score, man. Uh, I usually got out in around 7 or 8. Once, okay, now the gravity is shifted. You can't go there, man. It's too risky. But I have the time dilation. I forgot about the time dilation thing. Let's see. If the gravity is reversed, we would do time dilation this time around. Where are we? Oh, this is how would I say? I can hear the sound, but there's nothing, right? So we got a bug now. Okay, we got a bug, and it's about the portal. So we talked about how the portals were not behaving as it should, but now we got a bug. I think we got a bug. Teleportation thing. It's not working out as expected. I went through a red pipe, and then all the gates, the engine, everything disappeared. I could hear the sounds when space bar is pressed, but nothing is visible. And the good thing is I can actually, so Gemini 3.5 is also multimodal, which means it can take both uh, visual data as well as text data. So I can also give it a image. Okay, so let's me give it an image like this. So I put a screenshot and I put it there. So this is the screenshot that I have added. Kindly fix it. What I want from teleportation gate is once I pass through from one end, the engine got thrusted out from a completely random portion of the pipe to represent a teleportation. Otherwise, I am still not getting how the teleportation thing is working. Also, can you put the dark gate at the beginning as well? I want to test it. Have a high probability of spawning the dark gate from the beginning. Okay, I think I have given it enough information in terms of the bug. Uh, there's a bug. Let's see without that whether we can actually encounter the dark gate or not. It said I won't be actually getting it until I am 12, and getting to 12 is difficult, man. These gates, I am getting a hang of these gates, the moving gates and the anti-gravity gates, but yeah, other things are still a little bit difficult for me. Okay, so it is going through, it is exploring the file. It edited the walkthrough. Okay. Bug fixes. I have successfully fixed the disappearing visual bug, updated the portal teleportation mechanic, and shifted targets to spawn. Okay. Immediate testing spawn. There's a 50% rate. I hope now I get it. Again, let's refresh it a couple of times. Uh, okay. But yeah, the teleportation gate is working. But the dark gate, I am getting up to the dark gate, but yeah. Okay, this is great by the way. One thing, I think our engine is uh this is actually great. This is really great. Only thing that I think, only let also actually say, tell it that it did great. This is great. By the way, I recommend this even for other models. Uh, give some feedbacks. By the way, if it is doing good, give it feedback, direct feedback that you are doing good. The only thing is our engine seems to be at the forefront of the screen, thus giving very small reaction time to the gates. Let's make the engine either in the central or in the slightly backward or in the backward part of the frame so that we get some time to react on the gets. I think if you see now, I felt like this is the change something. It is almost like in a very like It's in this kind of a region, right? Usually it should be either in the centrally or towards the back side of it. So that's what I feel. Let's see what it does. But yeah, I am really liking it right now. I am really liking it, especially the dark gate. It kind of opens up a completely new thing. Uh, and yeah, I really like the changes that we have made. Okay, dynamic anchoring and recoil glide back. Target horizontal position is now set at 22% of the screen width inside the resize handler. Okay. Does it actually fix it? Let's see. Let's see. Initiate engine. Oh, now it's not working. Or did we have enough? No, it's not working. It's not working at all from the home screen itself. It's not starting the game when we click on what's the name, the initiate engine, on initiate engine button. Hopefully this is a small bug. By the way, don't be discouraged if such things happen, because at the end we are trying to code and such bugs are always there. Like you won't ever see any software, any game without glitch or bugs, right? So it is completely normal. But yeah, if it is going in a loop, right? You are trying to fix something and it's basically changing something and still it's not working, and you basically report it and still it going on and on and on, then probably the model, you need to change the model, or basically how you are reporting the error, that needs to be changed. So something needs to like change then. But otherwise this is this sort of a thing where you try to debug, it's completely normal. Like as a developer, most of our time we actually spent on debugging the code rather than developing the code. And it's true even before we use AI assisted coding. Like right now, a lot of the codes is written by the LLMs. But even back like 6 7 years back, when we used to write most of the code, or sometimes take it from Stack Overflow or some other answers, even then you spend a lot of time in debugging the code. So it's completely normal. Okay, I have fixed the bug. Okay, when the script was loaded. Anyway, let's see whether it has fixed it or not. Oh, it's still there. Okay, still not working. Same problem. So I don't think like there's any there would be any help if I just say it again. But yeah, it's the same thing is happening. Let me see what it says. Light out, chronodilation, spawning rate, verification. Okay. Now it has run select string, pattern chrono charges. Allow this time and submit. So since these are agentic harnesses, so they can also run some of this scripts on their own, or some commands on their own. Uh, Project allow this time. And when it tries to execute some code, sometimes it would actually ask you, because it can be harmful, right? It may delete something from your project or something like that. And if you have seen my Hermes agent video, even there you would see such things, right? Where uh, it asks for your permission for certain bash commands, and you need to provide it. You need to provide the approval. Uh, and right now I am providing that only. Okay. So, or if you do not want to just click on submits or allow it, you can do auto approves. But yeah, I would probably not recommend that until and unless you know what that sort of. So sometimes what we do when we do a programmatic approach, we have a allow list, and an allow list is sort of commands that you know is not harmful, and like say for example ls is something, or ls is similar to dir in windows, right? So ls is something that we use in ubuntu or linux systems or in mac os. Import selenium, it's trying to use, so selenium is for by the way testing, automation testing and stuff. So it probably is trying to see test it itself. Okay, let's allow select string for now. So where was I? We were talking about allowing this, and yeah, allow list. So programmatically sometimes you can have have an allow list of all the commands that uh, these agents can run, by the way. And one other thing that I was not doing, but I would say like you can do for safe practices, and it has to be done. But since this is not a like a very critical project, I am not doing it. Is also doing versioning. So let's say you are using Git for versioning, and I put my last working stable version. Uh, if I were doing that, then I could have just reverted back to that version. Right now, I'm not doing that, which is not good. But I should do it. You should also do it whenever you are working on any complex. I won't even say complex, but any kind of critical work where such things can happen, right? Where you're trying something out, trying something new. We were basically trying to create new features in a game, and it might happen that it breaks something. So so just to ensure that it doesn't break, or rather I would say even if it breaks, you should always go back to the last stable checkpoint. For that you need the versioning part. Okay, so anyway, that is something that even I should have done for such simple projects. But yeah, anyway, for this kind of a game, I was not I do not want to put it into my repo right now. This is just for a fun project, to test how all these models and everything are working on. Okay, so but yeah, you should do it if you are working on a complex project. Hopefully it would be enough. Our game has a progressive web configuration which registers a service worker. Okay, what is there? It's still not starting in the browser due to service worker caching. The service working to prevent this from happening in the future. Okay. So there's some cache issue. They say like they have fixed it, but it's still stored in the cache. That shouldn't happen. We are doing a hard refresh. Okay, now it's working. This is great, man. Right now, I love this where we are. Oh, this is bad luck. Uh, does this slow down a lot? Uh, okay, that's not a good place to live. It's going random. I asked it to have it completely randomly, but it seems like it's going whenever I go through that portion of the pipe, the blue portion, it's it's always going to the red block, red grid, laser grid. That I'm not understanding. Let's see probably one or two more time, and if that continues, we might have to do something about it. Okay. Anyway, we will do that. But yeah, that's a small change, and I hope we will probably do that later on. And if you want, I will probably update this game after doing all the fixed bugs and everything in bonquisitive.each.io, where you guys can all play. You guys, by the way, can try building it yourself as well. That's also a lot of fun. You have seen me how I have gone through this whole process. You can use anti-gravity or any such thing if you have Cloud Code, if you have Codex, if you are using Open Code, Quen Code, Kimi Code, whatever you have, whatever harness you have, whatever LLM model you are using, if it's you can still build something very simple and start playing. And the best thing is you can integrate new features based on your own interest. You can try them out, you can see how it's working, how it's not working, what to change, what not to change, things like that. And you've seen the whole process. This is the first time I'm trying to do this. Like I didn't know what would work, what won't work. It all happened live, so that also gives you some idea like how to also debug, how to give prompts to the LLM. Hopefully it gives something to you. But anyway, we would come back with something else. Let me know if you have a certain idea on your mind what you need, what you think would be best if it gets featured. Otherwise, we would do something around LLMs and AI, usual coding and stuff. Okay, so okay, see you guys soon. Bye bye. Happy coding, happy learning.